What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko, unified lightweight superstar boxer, says that he discussed in a recent interview the possibility of facing undefeated two-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who's currently the lightweight WBA world champion, right? Vasyl Lomachenko had an interesting take on it. He says that he believes if given the opportunity, Gervonta Tank Davis would take the fight. But he says in return, he don't believe his promoter, Floyd Money Mayweather, undefeated pound-for-pound king, former pound-for-pound king, should I say, would take the fight. He believes that Vasyl Lomachenko believes that Floyd Mayweather, who's Mayweather Promotions, who's Gervonta Tank Davis is signed to, he believes that he understands the threat that Vasyl Lomachenko has to Gervonta Tank Davis, meaning Floyd Mayweather understands, he's well aware, and he believes that he's scared to put Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring with him because he will upset the apple cart. And he looks at it as if, in this manner, that Floyd Mayweather cash cow currently under his promotional banner is Gervonta Tank Davis. That's his golden goose. So he don't want to fry the golden goose, so to speak, right? So he's stating that he don't believe that Gervonta Tank Davis himself, per se, is afraid to face Vasyl Lomachenko. But he believes that Floyd Mayweather has a lot to lose, and he don't want to put and risk putting Gervonta Tank Davis in there and losing to Lomachenko. He says that he don't see that fight happening. He wants it to happen. That's a fight that he wants. He says, but now, currently, since everybody else, you get all these other guys making a name for themselves in the division, like Teofimo Lopez, like Devin the Dream Haney, and other guys in the 135-pound division. He says that, there's a lot of players in the division, and the division got a lot deeper, and so it allows him to still have other legacy fights without Gervonta Tank Davis. He says that he believes that Floyd Mayweather is trying to wait him out. Floyd Mayweather is trying to age him out and get to the point where he feels like Gervonta Tank Davis has the advantage. He also states that the fight, his fantasy fight, if he could have one fight, if he could choose to face one person, it would be Floyd Mayweather when he was Pretty Boy Floyd in the lower weight classes before he became a welterweight. He says that would be his dream fight. That's a fight he wished that he could land. So not only do he feel like he's scared to put his prize pupil in the ring with him, but that's the fight that he would like, because he says that he feels like he could beat Floyd Mayweather. And obviously he tips his hat to Floyd Mayweather's greatness, and that's would be his dream legacy fight. As far as the fight itself, I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis has all the tools to beat Vasyl Lomachenko, especially at this point in time. After I watched Lomachenko against Luke Campbell, originally I said that would be a difficult fight for Tank Davis because of the experience and the angles that Lomachenko uses. He doesn't have a lot of power, but he's accurate, and he has a high ring IQ, and he can box, and he has great foot movement. So I thought that he may be able to frustrate Gervonta Tank Davis. But after I watched the Luke Campbell fight with Lomachenko, and Lomachenko too having a long layoff, I feel like Gervonta Tank Davis could knock him out. Luke Campbell hurt Vasyl Lomachenko a few times in that fight, and I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis could knock Lomachenko out. And I think if they matched up, I believe that he would not knock Lomachenko out. Lomachenko was dropped by Jorge Linares, who was aging and is not known for his power. He's known for his speed and his boxing ability. He dropped Lomachenko. Ironically, I believe it was a straight left. It might have been a straight right, but it was a straight punch. And then Luke Campbell and Jorge Linares don't possess near the athletic and explosive power and explosive. They're not the explosive athletes of a Gervonta Tank Davis. So I think that Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe are making a mistake by not making this fight as soon as possible, because it's a huge feather in the cap for Gervonta Tank Davis, and I believe that it's a huge legacy fight for Gervonta Tank Davis, and it would be the fight that will put him over the top. they always claim that Gervonta Tank Davis is the face of the sport of boxing. He's the cash cow, so on and so forth, right? With that said, if he's going to look to carry the mantle, to carry the flame, right? This would be the fight that puts him over there, because a lot of the quote-unquote boxing media would favor Lomachenko in that fight. Why? Simply because there's a lot of people who have fans of Lomachenko. Lomachenko star status has been, in my opinion, a little bit overblown, right? A lot of people point to his amateur resume. He's only had 15 fights as a professional. He lost one of them to Orlando Salido. So with that said, I believe, he's a little overstated. And I believe that mainstream media in the sport of boxing are pushing Lomachenko. So they would favor Lomachenko against Gervonta Tank Davis. So I believe that the time is right for Floyd Mayweather to make this fight happen, because I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis will win this fight. I believe he will win it in dramatic fashion on top of it, especially after what I saw from Luke Campbell against Lomachenko and Jorge Linares against Lomachenko, and those were his last two fights. I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis would exploit Lomachenko's weaknesses and dominate him, right? I believe, to everybody's surprise, Lomachenko will get dominated. He will get knocked out. He will get stopped in that fight. At the very least, I believe Gervonta Tank Davis would drop him twice. So I believe that Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe and his team should have more belief in Gervonta Tank Davis as far as this fight goes. It's no need to continue to build him up. Now, I understand that, they want to keep things in-house. Leo Santa Cruz is an in-house fighter. Leo Santa Cruz is a PBC fighter. So it's an easy fight to make. But yet and still, I believe the fight that needs to be made, this would make Gervonta Tank Davis the face of the sport of boxing. Hands down. He gets a fight with Lomachenko and defeats Lomachenko. This would give him the much-needed namesake opponent to make him the face of the sport of boxing. And then people won't frown at the Leo Santa Cruz fight. Not that they're already doing it. But I'm just saying that, it would be more accepted, right? Because people are going to call to see, they're going to say Leo Santa Cruz came up in weight. They're going to make excuses. He beats Lomachenko. This solidifies him as a pay-per-view star. This solidifies him as the face of the sport of boxing, right? And he would do it, I believe, in dramatic fashion. I believe he would beat Lomachenko in dramatic fashion. And so I believe that, styles make fights. And like I stated, he's still bigger than Lomachenko. He's still more athletic than Lomachenko. He has the youth on his side. He has more power. And he has no fear. That's ultimately his biggest advantage, because he has no fear. He's not going to respect Lomachenko. He's not going to listen to all the talk of the angles and, the matrix, and that. He's not going to respect that. And so when guys didn't respect Lomachenko's quote-unquote matrix style like Luke Campbell did, Luke Campbell faded in that fight. At times he wasn't thinking, and he was fighting, and he had success. When he was thinking, he was losing. Jorge Linares faded. He gave what he had, and that was it. And then Lomachenko overwhelmed him. And Orlando Salido just roughed him up. Rough, rugged, and just roughed him up. And so the success that he had against Salido in the second half, he won't have against Gervonta Tank Davis. Styles make fights. Those angles won't work against Gervonta Tank Davis. And so I believe that if Floyd Mayweather is smart, because he's smart, this is the time to make the fight. This is the fight that would make and solidify Gervonta Tank Davis as the pay-per-view star that they claim him to be. So I believe that they need to make this fight ASAP, because as soon as the sport comes back, never mind the Leo Santa Cruz fight, that fight will be there. That fight will always be there. If somebody steps in, if Teofimo Lopez defeats Vasyl Lomachenko, they lost the opportunity, and that fight is already set. It was already set for May. Teofimo Lopez versus Vasyl Lomachenko unification bout. But I feel like if Vasyl Lomachenko gets past Teofimo Lopez, which I don't believe he will, I believe Teofimo Lopez has some of the same attributes that Gervonta Tank Davis has, and I believe that he'll be successful against Vasyl Lomachenko and knock Vasyl Lomachenko out as well, because he's not going to respect him. The Matrix and all that. See, the difference is, I believe Teofimo Lopez is not as explosive as Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't believe that Teofimo Lopez has the quickness and the athletic ability of Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, he's super quick, he's super athletic. I just don't believe when you're comparing him to Tank Davis that he has what Tank has. But he has the power. He has the ferociousness. He is athletic. And he's bigger than both Tank Davis and Lomachenko. So I believe Teofimo Lopez is going to win that fight. But if, for some reason, Vasyl Lomachenko wins the fight, Floyd Mayweather cannot allow that opportunity to pass. You make the Leo Santa Cruz fight, I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to blow Leo Santa Cruz out the water. Leo Santa Cruz makes too many mistakes defensively, and he lets his hands go far too much, which means that he's going to give Tank Davis opportunities to counter him. So if you make the Leo Santa Cruz fight, first pay-per-view fight, then you do everything in your power. Should Lomachenko beat Teofimo Lopez, you make that fight happen ASAP. ASAP. So let's see how this all plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.